Hello, subbies and newbies. Welcome back to, oh my gosh, silly man, to another episode of the Sherlock gameplay. It's Sunny, and today, we're here after the guard right here handed us the cloakroom keys, and the reason why that is because his uniform was dropped off to him, but he couldn't leave his post. So we are now going to the cloakroom, and we believe earlier Miss Patterson, the secretary of the prison here, made a mistake and left something in the cloakroom, and it's kind of locked, so we're probably gonna do some good deeds right now, even though Sherlock is not really meant or known for his good deeds.
What should we do next, Holmes?
We can give Hans his pen.
Did you have to hide behind the wall in order to talk to Watson? Is that what happened? Okay. Oh, do we give him his pen, or do we go to the cloakroom first? I want to go to the cloakroom.
Closed.
You will have to put the keys. Here it is. Nope. I would love to choose. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. One of these lockers is Patterson. The other one is the guards.
Here is Brighton's locker.
There we go.
Here is Brighton's locker.
Oh, do we also have that key as well?
Here is Brighton's
no.
locker.
That's a pen, Sonny. Here we go. Baking soda.
Bicarbonate of soda. Brighton must have an upset stomach caused by stress, without a doubt.
It just opened. The book was like, oh, big snoop of me.
The name on the key is Jenny Patterson. That is interesting.
He probably wants to be the hero. Make her go get in a lot of trouble, and then he becomes the hero. Maybe
I need something.
he wants to be invited to a wedding.
I need.
Yeah, you do need something. I need. There we go. Are we good? Oh, we're not good. There's still more to go. Okay.
Bicarbonate of soda.
We're good. That's all we have here, right? I think that's it. There you go.
Miss Patterson's locker.
So I don't necessarily have the key to that, do I? Of course, I just picked
Let
it
us
up.
examine Miss Patterson's locker.
Let's examine it. Here you go.
The lock on this box is rather sophisticated.
Incredible. Is Jenny hiding something?
Hiding a puzzle that I would love to solve. Okay, here we go. Let's think. Obviously, there are green orbs and red orbs. You have to match the green with the red. There are two pieces that have both red and green, so that has to be essentially in the middle. There are 4, 3, 3. That is a total of 10 pieces, and there are openings of 6 openings. That means that it needs to touch the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, and touch right here. No, wait a second. Judging from the pieces I currently have, it needs to fill a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It needs to fill like this. That means that 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. No, wait. 1, 2, 3 would be missing, and 1, 2, 3 would be missing, right? Let's think about it. Think about it. There we go. All the pieces need to be touching the right jewel. And this one will be right here. No. Okay, here we go. 2 red pieces. Interesting. I wasn't prepared for that. Okay, so interesting. 2 red pieces. Okay. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, which means that 2 of these need to be adjacent to each other. Oh, so it's something on the standards of this. Okay. Good. Okay, I think we got something going.
It's really very clever. Little Jenny is astonishing.
I got the layout wrong, but yeah, it was kind of simple to figure out eventually, the puzzle pieces. Alright, what's going on here? This is the note for the duties, right? Guard duty list. Basement guard, Warden O'Sullivan. Reception, Warden Brighton. On-con guard room, Warden Mackenzie. Coordination chief, Chief Warden James. Yeah, okay.
Here is the famous guard duty list. Interesting.
Famous. Hyenas. Brighton's locket. Jenny Patterson fright Brighton, a single heart with two souls and eternal love. What? I'm a tad bit confused.
A locket, sealing the relation between Jenny and Warden Brighton. Decidedly, this boy is not a great poet.
Oh. That's what the suit is for. My Jenny, let's get married. Never mind the consequences. Your father will have to accept the fact that we are in love. Think about it, baby, and don't forget that. I love you. 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 I've written you a poem. Jenny Patterson, your pounds. My weighs a ton. Our love has no bounds. It just goes on and on. I was inspired by the great Chinese poets to write it. Be courageous, my honey bun. Your Frankie.
A letter from Brighton to Jenny. Barely literate.
Apparently, Jenny is carrying Brighton's child, and it seems that Jenny's father, the director, is unaware of this.
Just a bit unaware of it. Just a bit. Alright, well... Alright, so who do you deliver the good news to? Prisoner, or, you know what, since we're here, give the good news to this man. Woman. Woman! I met woman.
We have found the guard duty cards, miss. If you like, I can go and discreetly give them to the guards.
Oh, thank you. You've got me out of a lot of trouble, Mr. Holmes.
She just completely changed her demeanor. What else is there? Am I showing her anything else? I think I'm not. Alright, so... guard post. Then towards the prison. Turn that left in here.
This information board is almost...
Who'd I turn it in?
Sorry, Mr. Holmes, you can't go into the basement for the moment.
For what reason?
The door has locked itself automatically. We must enter a new security code.
Do it, then.
Miss Patterson hasn't put up the guard duty list yet. Without that information, we don't know who's authorised to take note of the new code.
So Mackenzie is locked in the high security zone.
Yes, but don't worry about him. He's trained for this sort of dysfunction.
Why not ask the director to take note of the code and open the door?
He isn't allowed to, and I doubt that he would run the risk of going against the orders of the administration centre. Anyway, the bars in the high security section are joined to the alarm system, which is in that room. We only need to sound it to unblock, but you see, we can't do that now.
We'll try to find the duty list, Warden James.
Well, good thing that we did what we did first, right? Excellent.
We have found Chief Warden James's duty list.
Good. Thank you, Mr. Holmes. Let's see. O'Sullivan, it's you who takes over from Mackenzie. Take note of the code, please, and unblock the door.
At once, Chief. Ah, Mr. Holmes, could I ask you for a favour?
Absolutely.
Please do.
I think I can say on behalf of all the staff that we would be honoured if you would care to write something in our guest book.
With pleasure, O'Sullivan.
Oh, I'm curious what he's gonna write. Oh, with that pen? That's a particular pen. What?
You seem worn out, O'Sullivan. A good night's sleep would do you good.
A good night's sleep would do me good. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Is something worrying you?
As you know, Westgate Prison will soon be demolished, and I'm spending most of my night studying for my exam to join the police. You understand, I have to think about my future. So sleep isn't a priority at the moment.
Scotland Yard is always looking for young, competent and motivated men. Would a letter of recommendation from me allow you to get some sleep?
What? A letter from Mr. Sherlock Holmes recommending me for Scotland Yard? Are you quite serious?
Completely serious, my young friend. May I use this writing paper? The one on your desk.
1,000 thanks, Mr. Holmes.
He's just writing
1,000
away, looking at
thanks.
him.
It is addressed to Inspector Baines, a good friend of mine. There's no need to remind you that it must be opened only by the person to whom it is addressed.
Yes, of course. I'll give it to him personally. Thank you again, Mr. Holmes. At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Okay, so there's a few things I do want to discuss. This pen, which is the owner of the chemical murderer, is the ink poison as well? And because I wrote with it, and the guard touched it, will he die to poison, and then I will be accused of poisoning him? What? Conspiracy! Ones must discuss this. Cause I feel like in this game, Sherlock is gonna be constantly accused of some things, and it just all ties to him.
Warden Mackenzie, at your service, sir. Warden
Mackenzie, at your service. Well.
You have what you wanted. Your precious pen.
You seem annoyed, Mr. Holmes. I would even go so far as to say terribly worried.
Why should you care, Mr. Schielmann? Let's talk about that poison.
I am not
Yes,
talking
let's.
about you in the grip of natural emotions found in ordinary people who are confronted by the inexplicable. But as
he
for
just
Mr.
assaulted Watson right in
you
front of
are
his face.
embarrassed, aren't you? Are you hiding something?
That is enough, Schielmann.
You have kept your word. Therefore, I will keep mine at this moment. The poison which so interests you isn't finished yet. Its maker is encountering great difficulties in attaining the desired results.
What is the end result?
Yes, what is it?
Now, Mr. Holmes, the end result of any science, as Descartes once said, to become the master and owner of nature. Here we are talking about human nature, of course. And the creator's problem isn't so much the mixture as the durability of his creation.
Oh, wow.
What do you mean?
You see, this poison was made using rare but very volatile short-living compounds, which means that it is only possible to produce small quantities, which most importantly do not keep for a long time. Conceiving such a product in a laboratory especially built for the purpose could be achieved by any good chemist. But recopying this alchemy on another scale and keeping it ready at any moment, observing the particular conservation and storing conditions that a substance of this type requires, well, that would need a genius. I doubt if the creator of this mixture would be capable.
And you would be, of course.
Of course.
Luckily, you are going to spend the rest of your life in prison.
Luck is cyclical. It always comes around again, sooner or later. As far as I am concerned, I have the feeling that the cycle is going to be very short.
Holmes, it sounds to me as though this Schielmann is implying that an escape attempt will be made.
Yes, we must go and warn the director.
That's what it seems like we will be doing. Are you? Yeah, that's are you? Yes. Good. O'Sullivan. Alright, well, so that means Mackenzie's upstairs, right? Yeah, that's not Mackenzie. That's someone new. Well, that's Mackenzie, okay. Alright, let's go ahead and warn the director, right? About Schielmann's undeniably plans for escape. Miss Patterson, yes. Oh.
It is out of the question that your bastard is named Patterson. Very well. You refuse to reveal the father to me? Well then go and join him. I'm not stopping you.
Wow.
I can't.
Director, you will have to postpone this small family reunion. We believe that a serious scheme is afoot. We must act without delay.
Yes, human stuff,
You're
not
not
important.
thinking
This is
of-
more important.
Yes. Schielmann's words leave no room for doubt. It seems that he is planning an escape attempt. We strongly advise you to search his cell.
Do you really believe that he's hiding something? Because I must make an official report and have a legitimate reason for doing a search.
Director, if this prison is still in operation, it is solely because of its reputation. Think of the consequences of an escape. It would be closed at once. And what post do you imagine would be offered to the person deemed responsible?
You're right. No one will escape from Westgate under Patterson. I will order an immediate search of Mr. Schielmann's cell.
Or is that part of the plan and
Chief
Sherlock
Warden
was
James
manipulated?
reporting. The search of prisoner Hans Schielmann's cell has been carried out. No suspicious items were found.
Thank you, Chief James. I feel better now. Without wishing to offend you, Mr. Holmes, I am glad that you were mistaken.
If I'm not mistaken, we've nothing more to do here. Shall we go, Holmes?
There's
shall.
just one more thing for me to see, Watson.
What's that?
Mr. Holmes, sorry to interrupt you, but Miss Jenny wishes to see you alone. She's waiting for you in her office.
This, Watson.
How did you know?
Wait for me in the guard's room. I won't be long.
How did you know? What am I exactly doing?
What an extraordinary gentleman that Sherlock Holmes is. You must have had lots of adventures with him.
Oh, yes, dozens.
Thought he was infallible. But there wasn't anything out of the way in the rat killer's cell. Could he have been mistaken?
I must admit,
Warden Brighton, in my office immediately. That's an order.
the director seems furious.
Yes. It must be important for him to order Brighton to leave his post.
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes.
Did you hear that?
Is that O'Sullivan?
Yes, that's not normal. I've never heard Flint shout like that.
But why doesn't O'Sullivan sound the alarm?
Follow me, Mackenzie. Let's go and have a look.
No!
I'll come with you.
He was so
No, Dr.
cool.
Watson, you're not allowed in. Wait for me here.
Very well.
Hey, but the grill is blocked, Chief.
We've been locked in. And that smoke, it's coming from below. O'Sullivan! Can you hear us?
Sully, are you alive? Answer us, Sully.
What's going on? Can I help you?
Sound the alarm in the guard's room. That should unblock the door. Be quick. O'Sullivan might be in danger.
Let's go.
It doesn't.
It doesn't work?
It doesn't work.
No! Okay. Okay, oh, I'm so confused. Oh no.
Locked.
No? Is that O'Sullivan?
O'Sullivan, can you hear me? O'Sullivan, answer me.
Yes, I'm here. Quick, get me out of here. The Flints have escaped, and they are fighting like dogs. Help!
It's a catastrophe.
It's a catastrophe. Can you give me the number? What's going on here? Why am I doing? I'm not controlling him. Watson, where are you going, Watson?
Yes, I'm here. Quick, get me out of here. The Flints have escaped, and they are fighting like dogs. Help!
Hey, what are you waiting for to sound the alarm, Doctor?
It's impossible. It's been damaged. I'll run and warn the director.
No, Doctor. Our priority is to save O'Sullivan. Go ahead through the visitors' corridor and see if he answers your call.
Very well.
But he did?
Take the keys. They're in our room.
Oh, okay. There the keys. Okay, great. The visitor logs, right? Okay, here we go. I'm telling you, we're part of a big scheme. We just are.
Useless! This door is blocked by the timer, but not the one below. Give me the keys, quickly!
Wait a second, that's not O'Sullivan. That's not O'Sullivan. I know his voice.
I've got the keys, Doctor. Thank you.
Follow me, Watson. We must repair the alarm.
Finally! There you are, Holmes.
I'm going to turn on the system. Watson, you make sure of the contact.
I hope that this isn't dangerous.
Wait, okay. Oh, it's like Frogger. Okay, understood.
It works.
Perfect.
It's open. Let's go down.
Be careful. From what your colleague said, the flints are out.
We are trained for this sort of situation. And we're armed.
Come and help us, Watson.
Everything is back to normal. Thank you for your help, gentlemen.
It was a pleasure.
But where is O'Sullivan?
He's no longer here. He must have gone out through the visitor's entrance.
Yes, and he must be pleased to have gotten out of the basement.
Good. We must now check all the cells. It's the procedure in case of an alarm.
We'll come and help you.
You are evidently fond of wasting time, my dear fellow. Rejoin me at the reception when you've finished.
He wants no part of this. No part of this time-wasting factor. Alright, so Flint was here. Just go straight. We know what cell we're gonna go to.
The grate is open. This is alarming. He's fine where he is, under the cover, still.
How can he sleep with all this noise?
I'll admit it's not normal. Perhaps the smoke has poisoned him. I had better take a look.
Be careful, Doctor. He is dangerous.
The keys? I think we can just open it.
Yes?
Okay, great. Now we're gonna go. Jeez, O'Sullivan. You had such good potential.
O'Sullivan!
It's impossible. He was with us only a few moments ago. Or else...
Or else it wasn't O'Sullivan.
My God, he's escaped. The rat killer has escaped.
Oh man, well, I think we can blame Watson, right? Yeah. We definitely could have told about the accent. Gotta say, he was a good actor though. Oh, damn you, rat killer. Damn you, rat killer. Okay, so that means that we're gonna be at the guard post, and I'm gonna tell the Sherlock some great news here.
Ah, Holmes, there you are. Hans has escaped.
Oh, there you. By the way,
I fear
Hans
that this
escaped,
inquiry is a bitter defeat for us.
it's my
Not
fault.
at all, my dear fellow. Quite the contrary. Follow me.
Where are we going?
Why the devil have you brought me behind the prison?
We have an appointment, Watson.
Do we? Oh, is that person on the left right here? Let's go.
Look who is waiting for us.
Schielmann! I'll go back and alert the guards.
Calm down. He's harmless.
But what is he doing here? Why hasn't he run away?
Because I asked him not to.
Are you telling me that you helped him to escape?
Quite so, as he wouldn't have been able to do so alone.
But how? And why? He's a dangerous madman. Holmes, you've made me an accomplice in this escape. You owe me some explanation.
And you will have them. But my priority for the moment is to remove our new friend to a safe place. I won't be long, but I must go alone. I'll rejoin you later. Just give me your next destination.
Very well. I suppose you know what you're doing.
How could you doubt it? Here, take the notes. They will help you when you write up the account of our visit to Westgate. So, where do I find you?
The next step of our investigation should take place in the Whitechapel area.
Good. Go then, and I'll rejoin you there.
Escape from Westgate Prison. Holmes' notes regarding the way that he helped Hans Schielmann to escape from prison are so extraordinary that I feel it would be better to transcribe word for word the conversation that we had after regarding this matter. I felt the impatience in my friend's look. However, he delayed relaying to me the detail of his incredible achievement. He began by telling me how Hans Schielmann found the pen. This is what he said. My Jenny. Oh, wrong one. Excuse me. The key to the escape was actually Hans Schielmann's fountain pen. I discovered a note inside Schielmann's locker. I can't quote it to you from memory. Whoever is smart enough to open this case should know that a couple of drops of my masterpiece are mixed together with the ink inside the pen's reservoir. If you're reading this note, it means that I'm in a tight spot, so understand that my special ink will temporarily destroy the will of anyone it touches. Therefore, you have a few precious seconds during which you can shape the subject's will. If you recognize my genius, use this knowledge to get out of the embarrassing situation that I am undoubtedly in. Schielmann had left this instrument for his future escapes inside a case secured by a devious combination. That's way he could ensure that none of the prisoner's staff would find it other than a well-informed friend. Understanding this, I decided to play along with him with a double game of my own. I'll help him to escape, but I'll also keep him under control by using his own creation on him. I allowed Schielmann to commence the game by giving him his pen, and then I started to advance my pawns. My first move was to persuade the director that it was necessary to search his cell. I therefore passed the ball into Schielmann's court by giving him the opportunity with Warden's James. He did not waste it. He coated bars of his cells with the poison ink, and Warden James, whose hands were contaminated, was under his control for a few seconds. He discreetly and quietly, and quite simply, ordered James to give him the keys. The ball was then back in my court. Now I have find a way of neutralizing Warden O'Sullivan, who was to be the basement guard. As we discovered when we found Miss Patterson's duty sheet, I must admit that the young warden helped me enormously by asking me to sign the prison's visitor book. Absorbed in detail, I went over the chronology of the events in my mind. I remarked that Holmes had already signed in the visitor book before giving Schielmann his pen. He replied in the most annoying tone, "Exactly. As I anticipated, it was because I had managed to get a step ahead in my game with Schielmann. I was leading the race, and all while he believed it to be the other way around. Schielmann did not suspect that I had already used his poison and thought that O'Sullivan being asleep was a godsend. He therefore was not suspicious about the letter of reference that he found inside the warden's pocket. Holmes then returned to the point at which he had broken from his tale to point out to me the lack of pertinence in my remark." There's a continue? There's a continue. Oh, there's a continue. Oh, wow. Okay. We are committed. But do not put the cart from before the horse, Watson. Do not let him continue. So, by merely touching the fresh ink upon the page in the visitor's book, O'Sullivan was under my control. I suggested in a state of advanced drowsiness, but ordered him not to do anything immediately. Just sufficient for him to be unable to resist a siesta during his guard duty. Later, after the changing of the guard, Schielmann used the key to let himself out of his cell. He hit the sleeping O'Sullivan over the head and exchanged his prison uniform for the warden's. Then he created a smoke screen by using the ingredients that I had given to him. Sugar from Miss Patterson's tea tray, brightened bicarbonate of soda, potassium nitrate from guard's room, and sulfur from a few matches. Isn't that all from his puzzle? The calcium, the bromine, the potassium, and the hydrogen, right? He used the key again to free the Flint brothers. The two ruffians leaped at each other's throat and made the very dickens of noise. He had the diversion he needed to leave the high security area, and that is the moment where you enter the game, Watson. Thinking you were helping O'Sullivan, you allowed Hans Schielmann to open the corridor's annex bars by throwing him the keys. On my side, I opened the second lock by turning the alarm on again. In light of Holmes' explanation, I began to see my actions during the episode from quite another angle. I was troubled by the way that he had used me without having any idea at the time of the duplicity of my actions. I interrupted his monologue to refer to guards who had not realized what was happening and who were occupied with restraining the Flint brothers. Holmes continued, "Exactly. So there was not only one obstacle in front of Schielmann, Warden Brighton on the reception desk at the front of the building." I interrupted him again. But it was the director who summoned him so insistently. Holmes, you won't have me believe that he is accomplice in this escape? Of course not, I provoked the director's rage towards Brighton. Too impatient, I could not stop myself from asking how. I discovered that Jenny Patterson and Brighton were lovers. Also knew that the director did not have any idea about the affair and that he would surely fall into a foul rage if he found out. I asked him if that was also the reason why Miss Patterson had been summoned. Yes, she knew that I had opened her locket to find the guard duty list, and so that she knew I was aware of her affair with Brighton. She wanted to make sure that I would not say anything. I found that it had been rather unfeeling on his part to have told director everything, remind him of his promise to the young woman. He denied it in a somewhat hypocritical manner. I did not say anything. I simply left the lover's letter inside the urgent correspondence box in the secretary's office. Knowing that they would be delivered to him in a few minutes, thereby provoking his anger, the director shouted at Brighton, who rushed off to the secretary's office. Schielmann now had none to stand between him and the front door. Another question leaped in my mind, and not the least important one. Why did he not simply run away once he was outside? Why did he wait? I was not disappointed by my friend's answer. It was evident my friend Watson, if he did not run away, then it was only thanks to the aforementioned step ahead of which I told you. It gave me enough time to write the letter of recommendation for O'Sullivan with the poisoned pen. It was in the pocket of the uniform, and Schielmann could not resist reading it when he found it. But what was written in that letter? Not very much, just congratulations on your escape. Wait for me here, I gaped at him. And that is how the first and only escape from the most inviolable prison in the kingdom came to pass. A scenario which, without doubt, will prove to the focus of police college studies for a long time to come as one of the most extraordinary escapes in the history of modern prison. Man almighty, okay. Ooh, that was a bit of a storybook. Chapter 1 complete. Wow. He thought so many steps ahead. Ooh. I get it now, though. It's a big block.
Here we are in the
right.
heart of Whitechapel. Keep an eye on your wallet, Holmes. This area is the highest for pickpockets in all of the kingdom.
Don't worry about my wallet, Watson. It would be easier to move Big Ben than to steal from me.
Or to borrow a shilling from you.
Amusing, Watson. Really very amusing. Can we move on to more serious matters?
Yes, shall we?
I'm listening, Holmes.
That noise in the background is just like very necessary. I need its soundtrack right now. I need its album. Alright guys, so that's it. Thanks for watching and catch you in the next one. I should have saved. Now we'll save. Oh no, I will save. There we go. Alright guys, see ya.